Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and their twin flame connection. Water signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Water signs, I hope that you are doing well. If you are here as a twin flame, as a cross watcher, as somebody who is not sure, or somebody who's just looking to receive a message, I welcome you. This is for twin flames in separation, but there could be a message for anyone in here. I have a video linked in the description box, the bottom, to a full-length video by Gabi Kovalenko on the twin flame journey and the twin flame dynamic. She goes in much greater detail in that video than I can in this video. She does it much better than I ever could. But in basic terms, twin flames share one energetic soul. So one soul in two people. There's always a runner-chaser dynamic and a separation period. And the purpose of the twin flame connection and journey is for each twin to spiritually ascend, to discover their gifts, and to help in the raising of the vibration of humanity. I am a twin flame in separation, and I wanted to do these readings to help other twins who are on this journey, because it can often be really taxing, infuriating, rewarding, confusing, and that's why I do these readings. So I wanted to show you the crystals on my desk that I chose for the twin flame readings, which is this kind of dual tower quartz. It's a beautiful raw quartz piece, and this beautiful labradorite piece of the sun and the moon to honor twins. I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today, twins. The overall energy from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. The base spread with the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, so it's kind of a combination of both. And I don't have the box for it, but this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. All decks have been pre-shuffled. Let's see what we have for the water signs. Please, Spirit, and their twin flame connection. Thank you. Got number 55. It reduces to a 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune card in the Major Arcana, of course, talking about divine timing and good fortune. I'm laughing because if you've watched any of my readings and a 5 shows up, I always lament about how much I can't stand 5s. And yet somehow they always appear, right? 5s are all about limbo energy and trying to reconcile the in-between. The card is Taming the Wind. Taming the wind. We can see face here, all of these beautiful feathers. Seems like an impossible feat, doesn't it, to tame the wind? Maybe that is the feeling that you are feeling in your twin flame connection right now, that it's like trying to grab onto thin air. I really resonate with this card. Yeah, I'm also noticing that there's this bird here. If you look at the card more closely, it's this kind of amalgamation of all of these nesting elements, these feathers, but also kind of twigs and just fuzziness, and this bird almost coming back to the nest. So it kind of represents to me that, and now my cat Bex is meowing at the door. Somebody wants to come home to you is how I feel, your twin. maybe vice versa, as twin energy is mirrored, wanting to come home to each other. It's complicated though, right? It's almost like, where do I even land? How do I navigate this? It's, you know, what I just heard Spirit say, beautiful disaster. Spirit is not calling it a beautiful disaster, but it's almost like they're saying what you're saying. How do I navigate this beautiful disaster? There is that reference, though, to divine timing. It's almost like, if this is you trying to come back home, or, you know, take it as it resonates, whatever side of the coin that you fall on, but back turned, all of this cushion and padding, like hiding. Maybe if I hide in here, you know, I'll be protected. That could be the energy your person is giving out right now, that they feel as though they need to protect themselves. Not even necessarily from you, but from the journey. It's difficult. See, Bex only started meowing when I started the reading. He didn't meow before. So you might have animals or familiars trying to communicate from your spirit guides. 4 cards for the base spread. 4 cards for clarifier. The first 2 will be your energy. The second 2 will be your twins. But again, feel free to reverse them. The third will be the connection. The fourth will be advice from Spirit. Okay. So now I'm going to pull the tarot with the clarifiers. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So I'm going to call the first group of cards your energy. But again, like I said, feel free to flip it if you think the other one resonates more with you. The first one is number 8, which corresponds to the Strength card in the Major Arcana. Could be dealing with a twin who is a Leo or has prominent Leo placements in their chart. And the words are accelerated motion. Accelerated motion. So you are just, I feel, also kind of wishing upon a star energy. At the time that I am recording this reading, there was just a very prominent, I guess you could call it a meteorite or a shooting star meteorite that went through Portugal maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And it was quite stunning. But when things like that happen, they are otherworldly, like quite literally from off planet. Those things remind us how we can sometimes be very limited in how we think about our lives. And this is almost like a reminder. Spirit's giving me this message to channel to you. It's almost a reminder of how otherworldly your twin flame connection is. The twin flame dynamic is not ordinary. You are not ordinary. Theoretically, we're all special in some way, but when you discover that you're in a twin flame connection, very difficult to invite other people in to relate to it if they are not themselves twins. And I see here that all you want to do right now is move forward. That this connection just might be too much to deal with the moment. You could be Three of Cups, co-creating with Spirit and trying to find a new avenue in which you can direct your energy. Because whether if you're the chaser, then so much of your time could have been spent pointing all of your energy in the direction of your twin. And so it's really difficult to kind of rein that back towards yourself. And even if you can do it, then you're left wondering, okay, well, I have all this energy and I have so much to give. What should I do with it, Spirit? You know, it's funny too, because I was reading that as a Three of Pentacles energy, but this is the Three of Cups. It's so strange that Spirit had me bring that message in. Three of Cups is beautiful too, because it talks about celebration. Wow, I mistook this card for the Three of Pentacles, but Spirit wanted me to say all of that, as if they are encouraging you to co-create, as if they are saying there is so much to be done and so much of who you are that we want to celebrate. That's strange. I'm sorry about that, but I'm not like sorry, not sorry, because there's no coincidence. Spirit wanted me to say, reach out to them. Talk to them about your hopes and dreams. You know, talk to them about what you see for your future. Queen of Swords, clarifying it. Queen of Swords talks about the truth of the matter. And look who showed up, but a little kitty. Yeah, onto something there with the animal familiars in your life. If you're not an animal person, you could notice that walking along the sidewalk, animals seem drawn to you. They don't have to be domesticated. It could be birds, butterflies, something like that. Squirrels, who knows? See how they're all kind of gathered around? They're all gathered around. Those are your spirit guides, your passed away loved ones. Ancestor energy. Queen of Swords talks about somebody who is looking for the truth in a situation. That she insists upon the truth. Maybe you are trying to also deliberately take your emotion out of the situation, as she can be very cold, sarcastic, discerning. It's hard for a water sign to take emotion out of the situation. What does your person have? Well, number 15, which corresponds to the Devil card in the Major Arcana. Word is temptation. Right off the bat, I noticed this skeleton key. And on that skeleton key, there's the heart there, right? But that hand is almost like torn between unlocking true love and being kind of consumed by temptation, addiction, codependency, workaholism, fear. You know, your person is struggling to find the light that you may be emitting. They're struggling. And it's clarified by the World card in reverse. Makes sense, right? World card number 21 in the Major Arcana. It talks about ending a chapter and beginning a new one. Your person just cannot close out something. I feel very unhealthy cycles. Thank you, Spirit. Unhealthy cycles that they're trying. That hand outstretched there, it can be seen both as a pushing away and also like a reaching for, but a struggle. You know, actually, I've been feeling a lot of shoulder pain not recently, but for like a year now. I should probably go to physical therapy for it, but there's these, I've been trying to stretch it through a beginner's yoga practice, and there's one where you reach your, even now it hurts, but reach your arm behind your back and turn your head towards it, just reaching out. And it's reminding me of that. It's so difficult. It's so difficult, especially for me in the shoulder. And it's reminding me of that, like, you want to reach out. Your person wants to reach out for that light, to unlock something beautiful, but it's difficult. Uphill battle is what Spirit just said for your person. King of Wands, wow, look at this. King of Wands. Also, number 15, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. King of Wands is somebody who's very determined, knows exactly what they want, knows how to get it, goes after it. But as a clarifier for the Temptation card, I mean, it's kind of undeniable, isn't it, that they just look all consumed by this fiery energy. It's like they have blinders on and they can't see anything else, even though this light is trying to shine through. Your person is, I just heard something really harsh, and I hesitate to say it, but it's symbolic, okay? That they're digging their own grave. It's symbolic. Please take it as symbolic. It's just, is digging a hole that they can't, it's hard for them to get out of it. And they're really determined. It's like your person they themselves had a goal, right? A goal, wish, and dream. It could have, however, been rooted in insecurity. So I'll just give you an example. Like, let's say I'll just give you an example from my life, which is, you know, my twin is always told me that he grew up poor. And so it was always kind of obsessive with him that he needed to make more and more and more and more money, which is ultimately what ended our relationship. But like, money doesn't love you. Money can provide stability, but it doesn't provide food for the heart. It is energy, just as everything else is energy. And it all depends on how you use money, how you use your energy, that defines the kind of legacy that you leave. And I just feel as though your person is very determined, and in some circles, they could be very well respected. They're an authority here. They're a king. So it's not like your person isn't accomplished, very accomplished, but almost, I mean, this seems a little humbled for some reason. This seems a little more humbled. I mean, I can guarantee you a person in this energy will be humbled really quickly, right? Because spirit humbles us. But they're trying to close out this cycle. It's difficult for them. The connection. Number 17, which corresponds to the star card, in the major arcana Aquarius energy. And the word is hope. Look at that. Can you see there's like this kind of ghost of a person here? This idea that asking spirit, wanting to receive, that's what I feel. Wanting also to offer. There's this sense of wish fulfillment and healing with the star card being referenced here. Also important to remember because it looks like the sun is a star. Illumination and clarity. Things coming into focus. Things coming into focus. It's clarified by the Ten of Wands. This is the connection. Spirit is telling me that there's so much past hurt in this twin flame dynamic, and both of you are still holding on to that hurt. You're trying to heal it, right? With the star card and with hope. You're trying to heal it, but it's hard to let go of, because that hurt also informs your present wisdom. But can you find a way to hold on to what you've learned without holding on to the emotional attachment to it? Get a clarifier for the hope and the Ten of Wands, please. Wow. So Page of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Cups. Both of you want to come together in partnership. You want to have the beautiful happily ever after, but it's difficult for you to take a step forward towards your person. Strange, because I don't mean to freak anybody out. I'm trying not to be freaked out, but I keep hearing something behind me. My mom is in the next room, but it's not her. Something. I don't know. Maybe something is peeling off the wall. I don't know. Maybe it's just representative of your spirit guides kind of backing you up. Yes, I'm just gonna take an aside to ask her what that is. Yeah, the Star card and the Four of Pentacles. Sorry, I'm just gonna cover this up. It's like one of the few cards that is a little bit more exposed. This is the Star card, this is the Four of Pentacles. So to clarify, the star with the star is quite a spectacular thing. But Spirit is also showing me that this energy of, it's almost like I was looking at all my things just now, and this talks about, it can talk about possession, your possessions, your abundance in its humble form. Four of Pentacles is we're holding on tightly to what we have, right? It's not quite this. This is like everything that makes us happy. So it's almost like Spirit's giving this sense of throwing caution to the wind, like you have a lot more going for you than what you perceive. There's so much more at stake that is afforded to you, regardless of whether or not your twin is involved. There's so much abundance shown here. Double star and the 10 of cups. But it's almost like there's this hesitancy to walk towards it. Maybe because there's this like fear that if you walk towards your own sense of abundance, that somehow you're leaving your twin behind. The thing about the twin flame connection is that your twin is ever present. You know, whether you are in contact with them or not, they are part of who you are. They are part of your decision making, just as you are a part of their decision making. Whether or not your physical paths ever cross, you're never leaving your twin behind, because you can't. That's the crazy part about the twin flame connection. There is the illusion of separation. What is Spirit's advice? Just want to make sure of something here. Just looking at the candles. I always have 2 candles going for every tarot reading I do, if I can help it. Just want to make sure that they're okay. Spirit's advice, 9 of what I assume is pentacles, because it says material harvest. So we are looking at things in the material world right now, and Spirit is saying, in fact, you should. Page of Pentacles, to clarify that. Spirit is saying, focus on your abundance, right? Don't get fixated with this sense of just having 4 pentacles when you can have a harvest. You can have so much, and it starts with taking a step in a direction that is new to you. Anytime we see pages, it represents new energy, newness, curiosity. I see this energy too of like showing off a little bit. Spirit wants you to show off. They want you to shine. They just said, it's like shake what your mama gave you, kind of something like that. Like show off your natural assets and your personality, your inner and outer beauty, your brilliance. Spirit wants you to show it off. Can you clarify that, please, Spirit? Knight of Wands. This could represent somebody trying to show off to you a little bit. But Knight of Wands can sometimes talk about, you know, somebody who comes in and sweeps us off our feet. But actually, I'm clarifying Spirit's advice, and Knight of Wands is just being spontaneous, being larger than life, like really coming in and making a splash. They do want you to show off. Focus on the self at this time. It's gonna be really difficult. It's been a really difficult few days for me regarding my twin flame journey, so I'm sure that it's difficult for some of you out there, and it can feel a lot like trying to just grasp at things that seem invisible. But Spirit is trying very hard to bless you, to bring abundance to you, to bring you your wishes and desires, but in the highest vibration, in a vibration that matches you, right? So if you are somebody who is trying to go after this kind of beautiful, loving energy, this energy in your person does not match. We don't want our twin to come to us having yet to be spiritually ascended, that's a no. Right? If you've spiritually ascended, you can't accept anything less than what you deserve. So that's your reading, twins. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, twins.